Hello my friends and welcome to Turn 1 Soul Ring. Now, I had a creativity rep a couple of weeks ago, and a couple of fans mentioned some commanders I have yet to do for So You're Building. So, I'm going to go ahead and honor both of these in back-to-back weeks. So here's the first one, So You're Building for Mayael, the Anima. Let's go! But first, we must open the booster pack for Hope. Now, for those of you who don't know, Booster Packs for Hope is a segment during every Friday video where I open a pack of magic cards, look through the cards on camera, and then sell the rare and any other card worth $1 or more on eBay, and all those proceeds go to a different charity each month. This month, December 2019, the charity is Action Against Hunger, which has done great work trying to eliminate world hunger. Now, if you want to help support Booster Packs for Hope, you can do so in one of two ways. You can go to the Facebook page and vote in the pinned poll there for next month's charity, yep, the first of 2020. Or you, yes, you, can send in a booster pack to Turn 1 Soul Ring, P.O. Box 291616, Columbia, South Carolina 29229. Now, I'm going to be opening this pack at the end of the video, so that way you guys can get right into that juicy content that you came here for. Now, let's get the Mythic Magic Skull out, and... oh, whoops, wrong thing. Here we go. Now, there should be a pack in here somewhere. Whoa! Journey into Nyx. Who knows? We might get an all-God card pack. But you will have to stick around to the end of the video to see what happens when we open this pack. Who knows? We could get that all-God card pack. I don't know. But onwards to Mayael, the Anima. Now, in the story, Mayael actually, well, she hasn't really done a lot. But the most she's done is go talk to Progenitus, yes, that Progenitus. And during their talk, a dark force comes in and makes her think she's talking to Progenitus. It's weird, but looking at her card, and seeing how decks kind of can be on time with mana and whatnot, Mayael is a deck that's always going to be on time if that time is get your big boys out o'clock. Mayael wants to cheat out big boys and she likes to do it often, so break out those Naya cards because we're going big boy hunting. Let's begin.
Okay, so we need some good big boys to fuel Mayael's ability, so some I thought up right off the bat are creatures like Rurik Thar, who's a classic Gruul card and slows down the spell slingers at the table, Terastodon, who is the biggest elephant and wants to yeet your opponent's non-creature permanents, Gisela, Blade of Gold Knight, who helps your big boys punch harder, Itali, Primal Storm, who loves casting all of the things for free, Balefire Dragon, who punches your opponents and their creatures, Ronus, the Indomitable, who is cheap to cast and can help give trample, and Xenagos, God of Revels, who just wants to party, and by party he means to beat your opponents unconscious and then dance on top of their bodies. Now obviously we're going to need to protect these big boys, and that way they don't die horribly. There are a plethora of ways to do this, but here are some of my favorite. Avacyn, Angel of Hope, because indestructible is always good to have. Blazing Archon, because not losing creatures to combat is always nice. Sigarda, Host of Herons, because sacrificing your permanents to other players' abilities is lame. Spellbreaker Behemoth, because saying no to blue. Spearbreaker Behemoth, because secondary indestructible. Privileged Position, because saying no to targeted removal. And Vivian, Champion of the Wilds, because Flash looks pretty great on ya big boys. Obviously, if you're playing casually, you do need to put some cards in here for the memes, and after doing some careful meme research, I found Marisi, Breaker of the Coil, mainly because Goad is a very underrated mechanic, Feyburrow Elder, because that second ability reminds me of Devotion in a weird way, Rhythm of the Wild, which allows you to riot hard, It That Betrays, which is the worst kind of meme, and Blightsteel Colossus, which allows you to infect the memes. Running 3 colors is a weird territory for me in Magic. I'm used to more 2-color builds because the mana base is easier for me to put together. That being said, there are great support cards for Naya decks, such as Mirari's Wake, which will help us with mana shortages, Knotbind Mystic, which is like a Signet but much better, good old Sakura Tribe Elder, Wayward Swordtooth, which will help us get mana out much quicker, Wilderness Reclamation, which helps us keep mana up for responses, and Elemental Bond, which will help us keep drawing cards with all the big boys we're playing. Speaking of drawing cards, we have plenty of support for that with the following. Greater Good, which will help us turn a big boy or two into lots of card draw. Guardian Project, which just seems like it was made for Commander. Colossal Majesty, which will give us an additional card at the beginning of our turn, and Rishkar's Expertise, because boatloads of card draw and a free spell.
Well, here we are at the end of the video, and you know what I promised you at the beginning? Well, let's crack in this journey from Nick's pack, shall we? I can tell you right now, it's not an all-god card pack. Sadness. But we first have Font of Vigor, which is a nice little gain 7 lifer. Crewfix's Insight, which is a nice little look at the top 6. Barika's Chosen. I would pick this basically because a 1/1 with Death Touch is, for 1 mana, is a really good blocker. Countermand, a good counterspell with some mill. Lightning Diadem, both a burn spell and a pump for 6 mana. That's not that great. Farrah's Band's Thunderhoof, Heroic. I like Heroic as a mechanic. Gluttonous Cyclops. You know, if he had one more eye, he'd be me on Friday afternoons. Blood Crazed Hoplite. I want to say that's me after I get off of work, but I don't know. That's not me after I get off of work. Oppressive Raise, a slightly cheaper arrest or pacifism. War Wing Siren. I have never seen this card before. Oh, 1/1/1 counters on a flyer. Ooh, that could get good. Alright, we're now into the uncommons. We have Dacromystic. Alright, interesting. Desperate Stand, Strive. Alright. Oh, this is nice. This is kind of pump up the team kind of thing. Swarmborn Giant. Love the name of that. You don't combat. Okay. Interesting. You can give him reach. You can get a 8/8 with reach. Not bad. And our rare is Dictate of Erebos. Wow. Talk about a commander like playable card. I have seen this like used in so many aristocrat decks against me. Wow, that's awesome. That's really freaking awesome. Also, I just love the art on this card. So, if you want to pick up yourself a Dictate of Erebos, go on over to the Booster Packs for Hope eBay page, link in the description, where you can put a bid on that. You get it, your money goes to Action Against Hunger, great charity helping fight world hunger. Now, if you enjoyed the previous video, if you enjoyed the video you just watched, let me know what you thought. Perhaps I put in the wrong cards. Maybe I missed a card or two that you put in your Mayael deck. Let me know in the comment section below. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like and share it with all of your friends who play Magic. It really does help the channel grow. Something else that helps the channel grow is subscribing. Please do consider subscribing and make sure to ring that bell so you know when the next Turn 1 Soloing video is uploaded. Also, your boy is on Twitch. My Twitch channel is in the description below. Go over there, give me a follow, and then come hang out with me on Saturdays while I play through Arena and try to do well. Who knows? My goal eventually is to make like a Mythic Invitational. It used to be a Pro Tour and then they changed the name of it. But my goal is to make a Mythic Invitational one of these days, and who knows, maybe one day, there will be a Mythic Invitational trophy right here on the set with me. Who knows? But until then, remember, have great games, and have a good one.